Hi, I'm Chad Carnahan. This week, the Republican Executive Committee for Texas is going to meet to discuss possible censorship for 10 state representatives. I'd like to offer a few thoughts. The Texas House of Representatives has been dysfunctional, even counterproductive, for almost 15 years now. It all started when a sleazy state representative from San Antonio named Joe Straus realized that he could become the Republican Speaker if he could cobble together the votes of all the Democrats with a handful of Republicans and get to a majority. He did, with campaign donations and committee chairmanships. The House has not been the same since, and it's no longer ruled by a majority, but by a coalition of election losers. Now, when the will of the people no longer dictates, government policy is determined by special interests with big money. And this is the basic question that surrounds the censorship question of the 10 representatives. Now, we'll eventually talk about all 10, but for now we want to focus on one in particular, and that's Angie Chin Button. Is she, Angie Chin Button, representing the people of Dallas County, or is she Angie Big Bucks Button, focusing on big money interests, both here and even overseas? Now, Angie's chairman of the International Relations and Economic Development Committee. She's also on the House Ways and Means Committee. She oversees the spending of billions of dollars. It's a job that requires tremendous credibility and integrity. Now, since 2015, Angie's received political donations nearing $8 million. And during that time, there's only 3 representatives that have received more money than Angie. That's the sleazy former House Speaker Dade Phelan, the sleazy former House Speaker Joe Straus, and Morgan Meyer of Dallas County. So, who gave Angie all that money? And why does she show $8 million in donations and only $4 million in expenses? Where'd that money go? Now, no one's saying that Angie is a bad person or that she's done anything illegal. We're just asking for some accountability. Why does she no longer engage in voters? Why does she no longer return phone calls? Why does she so often seem bored with the job? And is all that money a factor? So let's look at where that $8 million came from. Her top donor is Texans for Lawsuit Reform. Now, TLR began as a great organization that reformed the Texas legal system, but it's now become a political power player that bargains with Democrats in order to remain relevant when the America First group is ascendant within the Republican Party. Second largest donor is Associated Republicans for Texas. Now, they are firmly rooted in the outdated tactics of rich establishment republicanism, and they've got the same problem. They're trying to stay relevant when the America First group is ascendant. Third largest donor is Texas Defense PAC, which exists solely to promote casinos in Texas. And casinos just happen to be one of the largest donors to Democrat Party politicians. So, we can continue to go deeper in all this, but it becomes obvious now that what we've got is Angie Big Bucks Button. That's what she's become. The money is telling her that she's got to protect this coalition of Democrats and special interest organizations that are Republican in name only. So on October 11th, the Republican State Executive Committee is going to decide more than just whether 10 state representatives should be censored. It's going to decide whether the Texas Republican Party is about the people it represents, or whether it's about a donor class that has to lean on Democrats in order to survive. We'll have more on all this soon, and subscribe if you'd like to come along. Thanks, and God bless.